What's up, everybody? Joe White here, in the dark, down here in Fort Myers, Florida, at the Loves down here. I dropped off my load this morning at the Walmart distribution center in Arcadia, Florida, which is just west of Punta Gorda, and I'm over on the western coast of Florida today. You know, it's getting weird at these Walmart distribution centers. Not only are they taking your temperature, but they also have infrared cameras. They look like big old, they look like camcorders, actually. Like full-on movie cameras, only they do only infrared shots. If you ever seen the movie True Lies, when Schwarzenegger and Tom Arnold's characters are questioning, they've quote-unquote kidnapped Jamie Lee Curtis, and they got her in that interrogation room. They have an infrared camera on her with all the colors and everything that indicates heat. That's basically what they're using. They've gone on FBI and shit. But that's not what I want to talk about here. I have been a big supporter and been looking forward to The Last of Us Part 2 for months now. I first off, I did a video with Jeff Edwards talking a little bit about Final Fantasy VII. That's going to be posted probably Tuesday. I did not have time to upload it before I left back out on the road, so I will be uploading that probably next Tuesday. Probably the 12th or 13th. Next Tuesday or Wednesday. Anyway, The Last of Us Part 2. There have been some leaks in the last, few days, and everybody's reacting to it, and YouTubers are getting flagged. At least the bigger YouTubers like Geeks and Gamers, which, ironically enough, have you noticed that Geeks and Gamers really do not talk? I don't know if this has changed in the last couple months because I haven't been really keeping up with them, but if you go back and look at the history of Geeks and Gamers, they rarely talk about video games. And now that they are talking about video games, Sony took notice and flagged and copyright strike the channels. They've done the same thing with a number of other channels. I guess you have to have over a certain amount of subscribers and a certain amount of views before Naughty Dog and Sony take notice. However, the Access Media, IGN, Kinda Funny Games, Kotaku, GameSpot, they're not going to talk about the leaks. They're going to say what a disaster this is, and if you view these leaks, you're just bad gamers. However, let's go get our LGBTQXYZ shirts on, put on our rainbow nipple clamps. Because my God, have they turned this shit into a LGBT social justice warrior cesspool of a game. Now, again, I have no problem with the LGBTQRS, whatever it is, community. And for folks out there going, he's making fun of us just by saying the name like that, I know it's LGBTQ. I got no problem with it if you're gay, lesbian, transsexual, whatever. But do we have to have it in everything? They already have a representative of that community in the main character of the game, because it was revealed in the last game's DLC that she leaned that way. So, sorry guys, I'm tired. I've been driving all day. So everybody's getting flagged for this, and there's spoilers abound. And yes, I'm going to talk about the spoilers here. So if you don't want to know what happens in The Last of Us Part 2, click off now. We'll see you down the road. Thanks for watching. Alright, here we go. First off, men are evil in this game. All men are evil in this game. I mean, certain women are too, but first thing they do is they kill off Joel with a goddamn golf club. They have this secondary character pull a Negan and whack him with a goddamn golf club. And then you have this whole contrived storyline of there's an evil cult out there that they're both against. Apparently in the last game, when you go through one of the last levels through the hospital, and as Joel, you kill off all the surgeons and everything that are trying to operate on Ellie. One of those surgeons has a daughter who, here it is all these years later, is getting revenge against Joel and Ellie for killing her father. The old lesbian, and it turns out, she's a transsexual, which, okay, here it is, the zombie apocalypse. The zombie apocalypse. And if you take into the consideration this character's age, she was born either right before or right after this apocalypse shit happened. Because she's about the same age as Ellie. How are we able to do transgender surgeries during an apocalypse? Answer me that. That's number one. I don't think anybody's changing their gender in a zombie apocalyptic state. What'd you find? Dig up Dr. Kevorkian and have his zombie corpse operate on you and give you a vagina? Come on. Yeah, the first thing I think about when there's a zombie apocalypse going on is, man, I feel like a woman. Come on. Come on. So she's supposed to be transgendered, and she's also supposed to be the bad guy. And also, Ellie and this other girl, Dina, are trying to have a baby by a straight woman surrogate, and the surrogate gets killed, which means the baby gets killed, and that leads to people wanting where she gets killed by the converted woman whose father got killed. And this just, oh God. And apparently Ellie, now that's all the confirmed stuff. The game switches back and forth between Ellie and this other girl who used to be a guy apparently. And I mean, the transgender thing is unconfirmed, but every report I've seen says that's the case. So yeah, during the zombie apocalypse, don't worry everybody. If you identify as a woman or a man and you're born the opposite, guess what? During the zombie apocalypse, we got you covered. We can lop off that penis and give you a vajayjay, or if you want a penis, we can get you one. It's okay during the zombie apocalypse. Jesus fucking Christ. So then, you play half the levels as Ellie and half the levels as the other girl. And then apparently you pit one against the other, and there's this revenge plot. There's this, I mean, come on. No, we didn't want this. We didn't want this a damn bit. What is this? An episode of fucking just Queer as Folk? I don't know. The last straw for me was, let's kill off the man, because men are evil. God. It's like that first episode of the reboot of Charmed all over again. White man bad, white men in cult bad, women good. Even if you're pitting one against the other, women good. So, I mean, it's just, you can look up the leaks for yourself. The images have been scrubbed from the internet thanks to Sony. YouTubers are getting copyright strikes on their channels, which Geeks and Gamers is a long stretch, because here it is for years now. All they wanted to talk about is Star Wars and Star Trek. They haven't even mentioned video games hardly. And now that they are mentioning video games that are sending out this SJW message and they're calling them out on it, oh, we got to strike them. And anybody who talks about, hell, they may copyright strike this. I don't know. But I have not pre-ordered The Last of Us 2, and I part of me still wants to, just because I want to see the train wreck. It's like a train wreck. You don't want to stare, but you can't look away either. But people have been canceling their pre-orders in droves because of this bullshit. That's why when one of the voice actors, I want to say it was Troy Baker, was talking about this whole thing, he's like, you got to keep an open mind during it. Yeah, I guess you would say that when you die at the beginning of they're in the first third of the game. And then there's a rumor that Ellie gets killed off, so the bad guy wins? That's quite a change from the norm. I'll give them that. But you've made it now to where this is it. You can't come... If this is the case, you can't come out with The Last of Us Part 3. Hell, to me, killing Joel off cements that. But remember, folks, if the zombie apocalypse comes back, and I decide that I want to get a vagina, I can do that during the zombie apocalypse, apparently. We have the tools to do that, because, survival and everything else. We got to go hunting for food, but I'm too busy trying to get my penis chopped off. It's okay. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Again, I have nothing against transgendered people. If you want to go get your penis chopped off, go ahead. If you want to go get a penis, go ahead. I don't care. But to think that during the zombie apocalypse, we're still worried about shit. I mean, come on. If I'm a woman and I want a penis and I identify as a man, that's the last thing I'd be thinking about during the zombie apocalypse. Come on, people. Come on. Can we at least get some good... That's bad writing. It's bad writing. Again, just because it's different and just because it's diverse doesn't mean it's good. How many times do I have to come on this channel and say that? Just because it's diverse doesn't mean it's good. Just because you check all your little boxes doesn't mean it's entertaining. Anyway, folks, if you see a truck driver on the road, give us lots of room. Do not tailgate us. Let us over if we need to get over. If you can't see our mirrors, we can't see you. And we'll see you down the road. Goddamn, a zombie apocalypse and we're still performing fucking cosmetic surgery. What the fuck?